Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Thank you so much for joining live stream every Thursday, 5 p.m. Central Time. I will host this live stream. The last Thursday, I was out of office, so I couldn't host it. So sorry that I miss you. But I'm going to continue hosting this live stream every Thursday, 5 p.m. Central Time. We have some major development asylum case. So I'm going to talk about that soon. But thank you so much for joining from TikTok, YouTube, and Instagram. For those of you who's joining from this platform, we'll be able to post comments or questions, and then I will try to answer many of them today. Those of you who's joining from LinkedIn and then Facebook, you will be able to watch this only. Ashutosh, well, congratulations, your wait is over. USCIS scheduled interview for you. So Ashutosh is our client. He has a pending marriage green card case, and USCIS just on a scheduled interview. So your case manager, Carla, will contact you soon. So, well, congratulations, wait is over. Now, so once again, thank you so much for joining this live stream from TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, and also Facebook, and then LinkedIn. Sorry that I couldn't host this stream last week because I was out of office. So let's get started. Hi, I'm attorney Jae Francis. I'm a U.S. immigration lawyer based in Chicago and Wisconsin, but serve all 50 states. I'm gonna drink some water. Okay, it's been a long day, as usual. So while waiting, so I'm gonna talk about expedited removal. So far we have seen a different approach between like people who enter with a visa, a little bit overstay, but so far whether you overstay visa or not doesn't have much bearing on the result of your case. So those who enter with a visa ESTA, USCIS, right? For our cases, we didn't see much difference between under Biden and Trump. So I don't see any like a crazy, like where did it come from? And then why are you treating these applicants, petitioners unfairly? We haven't seen that. So that's number one. And number two, they're fast. USCIS scheduled interview. By now, you know that USCIS scheduled interview for all AOS cases except parent AOS cases. So they're fast. But when it comes to those who enter without inspection or even enter under Biden's CHNB parole and other parole program, the government's treating them differently. So I'll get back to you on this list of the questions. Just give me 1 second here. But the recent announcement, there was no memo, there was no USCIS policy, but based upon the reports that we're getting from news media sources like CNN, all this, the government is trying to terminate affirmative asylum filed by CHNB parolee, or sometime when you cross the border under Biden, you're paroled into the U.S. So then you file asylum with the USCIS affirmatively instead of immigration court. So we're talking about the parolee, right? Who has a pending affirmative asylum case with the USCIS. USCIS will terminate those affirmative cases. Just you need to listen carefully. I'm not talking about those who enter with a visa. We're talking about who were paroled into the U.S. under Biden recently, okay? And then you may have a pending affirmative asylum. And according to this new development, USCIS will terminate all this. And instead of placing those into removal proceeding to commence defensive asylum, the government said that they're gonna put them into or subject them to expedited removal. It means that you're out. You're out. According to news report, there are about 400,000. So like half a million, half a million. So I will keep you posted. So just you may need to listen this one again. Those who were paroled under Biden and have a pending affirmative asylum case with the USCIS, USCIS will terminate those cases without hearing, no due process, and then you'll be subject to expedited removal. It means that you're just out, fast track. So I'll keep you posted. But having said that, I have some list of the questions popping up, so I'm gonna start answering. So once again, last Thursday I didn't host this live because I was out of office, but I'll make sure that I host this live stream every Thursday 5 p.m. Central Time. But thank you so much for joining this live stream. Okay. So from user 3986, can I renew my green card 10 years through I-90 without filing some years of taxes before? Okay. Well, I-90, right, which is extension renewal of green card, right? That's what you're asking. They don't review whether you file tax return or not. That's not the scope of I-90. So I'm not your attorney, but usually I-90 to extend your 10-year green card doesn't involve doesn't require filing of tax return and review of tax return filing. Let me drink some water. By the way, for those of you who joined this live stream, you know that our lovely cat Rosie, she's Scottish Fold, often join this live stream, but she's sleeping. So just be aware that she's right behind me. She's sleeping. Let me see. Yeah, she's sleeping. Okay. So her name is Rosie, Scottish Fold. Okay. Hey Barry, good to talk to you. Yes. So yes, you're like, oh yeah, thank you so much for the gifts. Yes, thank you so much for the gifts. Okay, lots of gifts from Barry, our client. Thank you so much. Now let me so for those of you who never seen this live stream with me, I use iPad for TikTok and then use the big screen for YouTube and a little bit of small smartphone for Instagram. So whenever I scroll down TikTok, I need to use fingers. So just be patient, and they're small, so it takes some time to read the question here. Okay. I feel like I'm missing some of the early questions. There we go. Okay. Okay. So user 2501 asks, so your spouse is U.S. citizen, you're Canadian permanent resident, you're Canadian permanent resident. So depends if you like you mentioned I-130, so looks like this is consular process. It means that you'll be interviewed in Montreal, Canada. So consular process, spouse visa. But your 130 petitioner is a U.S. citizen. So spouse visa right now, everything's taking longer. So spouse visa from the beginning to the end, CR1 spouse visa, we're talking 18 months and 2 years. 18 months and 2 years. I have some K1 visa update as well. Right now, it takes about 1 year. 1 year. Minimum 1 year. K1 used to be 6 months, but it's like about 1 year. So everything takes longer consular process. But when it comes to approval, consular review, we don't see them more challenging at this point. So what's the main point? If you have a good case, you should apply now. You should apply now, even under Trump. So all legal immigration actually going fast, going well. So it's time to apply. Don't delay. So reviewing some of these questions that posted here. Yes. Oh, I touched some screen and then it became bigger. Okay. Well, it's my lucky day. Okay. So, Farah, we just apply for marriage green card and then you're pregnant 3 months into it. Congratulations. Does it help expedite your case? Okay. Now you're talking about marriage-based AUS case, and then you're pregnant. It's gonna strengthen your case, but doesn't you know allow you to request expedition. Sadly, that's not the case. But you know what, Farah? Nowadays, marriage green card cases go fast, so in no time you'll be scheduled for interview. So I don't think that for when it comes to marriage green card case, you don't need to expedite it because. So let's talk about CR6 processing time. Once you submit, about 3 to 4 months later, USCIS will schedule interview for you. So there's no need to expedite, and then you just apply now. So before your baby comes out, they will schedule interview for you. So congratulations. Okay. So user 2260 asks, one of the issues that you may encounter is called false claim of U.S. citizenship. So this may happen in the context of employment. It's I-9 e-verify, right? Either you or someone claim that you're U.S. citizen. That's false claim of U.S. Citizenship. Also, if you register and voted in any election, that's false claims citizenship. Now, then your question is that you didn't get any benefits, but when you claim to be U.S. citizen, you get some benefits. For example, mortgage application, right? Ask whether you're U.S. citizen or not. Credit card application, ask whether you're a citizen or not, right? College application, ask whether you're a citizen or not. If you check any of this, employment, voting, all this, you receive the benefits. And according to current regulation, doesn't need to be federal benefits. It can be state, local. So that's the issue here. So yes, technically you're deportable, but more likely your case could be denied. But something that you need to be aware now is that under Trump's first administration, they introduced this policy that when your benefit application is denied, like petition application denied, then USCIS has power to refer those into removal proceeding. Now they did it, right? During his first term, Biden didn't do it. Now they're doing it. So if you have a case and then you believe that you falsely claim to be U.S. citizen, probably not a good idea to apply now because not only they can deny your case, but they may place you into removal proceeding. Okay. So just be careful. Okay, I'm just scrolling this. Yeah, so then Asi, maybe I hope that I'm pronouncing your name correctly. Thank you so much for a compliment. You asked the question here. So looks like you submitted the request for evidence response June 23rd, and then okay, your question is a little bit is confusing. So not sure whether you submitted response to request evidence, and then your question is how long does it take? It's kind of hard to tell, but I see if you need a little bit of clarification or better answer, clarify your question. But thank you for asking. Okay, thanks for your compliment as well. So user 4394 said that apply for I-130 2 weeks ago, and then okay, so looks like this is a consular process because you submit I-130 only, and looks like your children involved. This is really depends on who's I-130 petitioner, and then user 4394. If you need, I think that you need attorney, so just call us. So let's talk about this. If you're joining from YouTube, you see the phone number, but if you're joining from TikTok, Instagram, you need to go to my profile, Dr. Jae Francis Immigration, and find the phone number and call us. If you call us, then most likely you'll talk to Maria and she will give you a free case evaluation. If you want to talk to me or other attorney, then it will be paid consultation. But user 4394, you absolutely need to talk to attorney, and then not only that, work with attorney for your case. Okay, user, there's no number. I never seen anything like this. You're just user. Okay, I have a AOS interview next month. Is it better to go in with an attorney? I mean, that's excellent question. So I will tell you this: I don't attend my interview even under Trump because I know what they are. Now, unless there's a possibility that ICE will be waiting and then they may pick you up, then I'll be there. And that there's some other complex elements to it, like criminal records and then all this. But it's up to you, because when you go there with attorney, then our job as attorney is to have a good observation of how interview is conducted. So I'm recording, right? I mean, not with a smartphone, but with like 19th century writing on the writing pad. But if necessary, I can object how officers conducting interview and line of questions. But I've been doing this many years. I mean, I've been blessed, but I never seen anything like that. I never raised any objection. I didn't have to. So it's up to you. Whether you go with attorney or not is your choice. Okay, so love is asking question here. So person from Ukraine enter with family F11 visa or F1 visa to come visit, not related to one in the US. Okay, need a little bit of clarification. So it's just not clear. So from Instagram, username is Stony in. My son marriage-based green card interview done June 5th and no update. So I would say it's a fast approval if they approve your case within 1 week. Within 1 week. Now you need to wait up to 120 days, and then after waiting 120 days, you may contact USCIS to get status update. But unfortunately, once interview is completed, there's not much you can do. You need to wait up to 120 days. Okay, Ashtush. Okay. Ashtush ask usually good question. So marriage green card case, right, or any adjustment of the status, when they schedule interview, your I-130 status say that interview schedule. 45 status say that interview schedule, because that's what it is. But it's not two separate interview. Ashtush and your spouse will be interviewed together, in most likely, or separately on the same day. So they conduct I-130 and 45 interview for you. Okay, we're getting a lot more Instagram inquiry today, so exciting. Okay, I think that you asked a question from TikTok and switched to Instagram, so it's about the false claim. So the false claim, or maybe not, but the false claim to U.S. citizen, I explained previously, but there's exception. So if you cancel, for example, in your case, looks like this is like voting related one. You cancel registration and then all this, then there's a possibility that you may be fitted into exception. It's like timely timely cancellation. That's one possibility. But if you need a case evaluation and then attorney evaluation, Hobath go 88, you need to call us. So switching back to Okay. Well, the 777ZZZ, I think that, your username is unique. So I remember you. So you previously posted comments and probably answered you. But you got your green card. Well, congratulations. Just congratulations. Thank you so much for the gifts as well. Okay, so Eileen, okay, just be patient. Okay, so then Eileen's question is this. So looks like you got green card, and then the question is whether you can apply for re-entry permit to leave the United States. You may. Uh, but if you're a conditional residence going overseas and staying overseas, it's not a good idea because they may think that, well, then why did you go through this, and then do you and your husband have a real relationship? So technically, legally, you're able to apply for 131 re-entry permit right after you obtain permanent residency. Looks like you're from Philippines. But it's not really highly recommended because uh, you're you look like you're conditional resident. Okay, so Farah, yes, okay, good. So your husband, you're U.S. citizen, your spouse on F1 visa, and then he's filing AUS. Well, best wishes, best wishes. Okay, and then looks like you watch. Uh, our Rosie, right? So yeah, she's cute. Thank you so much. She's only 7 months old. Yeah. So then Tab asked question about SIJS approval. Is it safe for deportation? The government's not going into that direction yet. So so far you may be safe, but it's hard to tell. Hard to tell. Just the government is really aggressive in terms of placing many into expedited removal. So if there's any update, I'll let you know. Okay, Manu. Okay, so you had an interview on May 7 in LA. Okay, so once again, I explained this one right before you. If once you attended interview, there's nothing you can do in terms of checking status with the USCIS. You need to wait until 120 days after interview. Then you can call USCIS and say what's going on with your case. Okay. Tanya, okay, so then that's kind of an interesting question. My friend got a credit card like that. She got her status. So it's incomplete question, but looks like you're asking this. So then when your case is approved, you get a green card, and it looks like a credit card. So maybe that's what she mentioned that. Okay, I see. So love asking F11 visa. So I don't handle like non-immigrant visa unless it's K1 visa. So I don't handle any tourist visa. So I'm not able to tell you whether your relatives or friend able to come to US with F11 visa, because that's non-immigrant visa. And then unfortunately we don't handle that. So sorry. Not able to answer today. Okay, so Jay Hoy asks, can I ask question? Of course, I'll do my best to get to you and then answer. Okay. Now, okay, so then it's kind of, I don't know. Kayebi, this is F2A case because I-130 petitioner is a permanent resident. It was filed in 2023 February, and then your spouse overseas. It'll take between 3 to 5 years. So if I-130 petitioner, yeah, love, I'm so sorry, but sorry once again, I don't handle non-immigrant visa. If your I-130 petitioner is a permanent resident and then it's a consular process, it takes between 3 to 5 years. Okay. Okay. So then, Jay Hoy. So you're a permanent resident. You have a 10-year green card, and then now you live in Philippines. the rule is this, right? If you live overseas consecutively between 6 months and 1 year, then you may be able to come back, but no guarantee. But if you're overseas more than 1 year consecutively, then when you try to come back, your entry could be denied. So you need to try what they call SB1 to restore your uh, permanent residency. And then if that's not allowed, then you need to do it again. You need to do it again. Okay. So yeah. So then Kai B asks follow-up question. So when your I-130 petitioner is a permanent resident, I say it's a F2A consular process, and then it's I said 3 to 5 years. Usually USCIS, right? You file your case in 2023. It'll take between 2 years and more for USCIS to approve your I-130. So then Eagle asks questions. So you have a spouse visa, and then is placed into admin processing. Sometime when you're placed into admin processing, it can switch to approval in relatively soon. But once again, you need to wait 120 days, and then it may take longer. It's kind of hard to tell. So after waiting 120 days, you may contact the embassy or consulate to ask what's going on your case. So you need to wait a little bit. Okay, Asiondi Casino Con Felipe asked the question from YouTube. Okay, so then you enter with a tourist visa, but you got married within 45 days of your entry. So you got married relatively fast. Okay. And then the question is that if you looks like your spouse is U.S. citizen, but you need to do come and go, you know what? You need a pay consultation. I mean, whether you're looking for attorney or not is up to you. But situation like you absolutely need to be careful. But I will tell you this. I'm not your attorney, so just be careful. Now, when you enter the U.S. with a tourist visa, then you may get married anytime. But if you apply for a green card during the same trip too fast, then they may accuse you of committing visa fraud and misrepresentation. So if you don't apply for green card and then the fact that you got married within 45 days of US entry should be okay. But if you're thinking about applying for green card, you absolutely need to talk to an attorney, and then you need to work with an attorney as well. Okay, so Emmanuel Nair, sorry, I'm not probably pronouncing your name, from Instagram. Okay. Okay, so you're on J1 visa, not subject to 212E. Very good. Let me drink some water. So it's about 90-day rule. It's not even 60-day rule. And you know what? I'll be honest with you, there's no rule. But we, right, like to be careful. So we ask our clients and potential clients, wait 90 days to get married and apply for green card when you enter the US. So if you need or looking for attorney, call us, right? You go to my profile section, Dr. Jae Francis, and you can find me. And then at least we can do case evaluation and then talk about answer your question more in detail. Okay, so a lot of question here. Yes, user 9515. Do I do consultation? Of course. So if you call us, then you'll talk to our intake manager or specialist. It's free case evaluation. But if you like to, talk to me, right? Then it'll be paid consultation. Okay. The Eagle. Okay, you're asking a lot of questions, and then well, I do my best to answer this, but I get a lot of questions, and then I'm not able to answer all the questions. So I do my best. And then sometimes I have my topics. I have a topics to cover. So the Eagle, if you need if you want to talk to me, you need to do paid consultation. Okay, I think that I answered your questions, and there's a lot more people joining this. Okay, so we're gonna wrap it up. Sorry. So I do this live stream every Thursday Central Time, 5 p.m. With TikTok, and then YouTube and Instagram and Facebook and LinkedIn. Thank you so much for joining this live stream. Sorry that I couldn't, host this live stream last Thursday, and then I'm sorry that I probably didn't answer all your questions. I got a lot of them today, but just come back, or if you want to talk to me directly, then you can schedule paid consultation, or if you need case evaluation, you can call us, and then we can discuss your issues and cases. But once again, thank you so much for joining this live stream. I will see you next Thursday, and until